Hi and welcome. Slightly delayed. I thought I had put it all up, and then when I pushed the button, it was like, whoop, gone. It's like, no! And I went back and I had to, rewrite the whole thing. So I hope I hadn't forgot anything important. So, welcome to this week's Monday Live, where I am using Oracle of the Fairies, looking like this on the back, and having this look in a book, for instance, in the front. And I find that often this card in the bottom, sometimes it comes again, but sometimes there's a message for one of you viewers in it. So look in a book, maybe for questions to your answers, or just to settle down. I use that a lot for that. So whew, uh, I know some of you are waiting for me to get live on time, and then I was a little bit delayed. Sorry about that. I was waiting for. And then I have the Psychic Tarot of the Heart, and this is sort of a mix of tarot and oracle. It's built on the traditional tarot with the major arcana and minor arcana with the four suits, but there are no court cards and there's no tens in it. And the wands are instead cards for spirit, and then there are additional chakra cards. I don't know if I can find one to show you. And some of the cards are called something they're called something else. This is a crown chakra, so they are extra. And for instance, this one in the traditional tarot, the Hermit, is called Seek. So, for instance, so there are similarities and there's differences, and it's from for us to being able to connect to the heart energy. So let's get started. And if you subscribe and you write in the chat, you have the option to get a personal card for you. We are going to begin with the Psychic Tarot of the Heart. Two cards from there. Let's see. Let's see. I hope the ones that want to request also come to join me live. That is the nicest. Otherwise, if there's time, and probably there will be, I will pull a card for them anyway. So let's see. We have something in here. I have a few cards here. This one here. This one here, yes. And this one. Okay. Let's see what we got from the Psychic Tarot. Oh, that's okay. That's actually quite interesting. One of the cards are exactly the same as I pulled for a little while ago when I did this for my my Danish channel. That's the listen card. The other card is the one that was in the bottom of the deck in the Danish card, the nurture card. And I have, of course, shuffled and stuff. But yeah, listen, it's important for all of us. And in traditional tarot, it's the High Priestess. So it's very much about listen, not only outwards for what is happening and going on around you. And it's not just listening with your ears, it's also listening with your heart, your mind, sort of your soul, your whole body. Listen what is going on, not just around you, but it's also very much what is going on inside of you. What is going on inside of you? And with the nurture card, I get that it's very important to listen how to best for answers and guidance to how to best nurture yourself, your loved ones, your growth, especially how to best nurture your growth. You got the answers within you, and the answers that you do not have within you, you can ask for. You ask for them in the ways that works for you. If it works for you asking for signs, then by all means do that. If it asks for you asking the angels or God or source, then by all means do that. If it works for you asking the cards, do that. If it works for you asking nature, she sits in nature, and then do that. Do what works for you, and then listen for the answers, and you will find, most likely, if you do the listening with your heart and your third eye, how that's connected, instead of too much with your thinking ego part of the brain, then you will find answers of how to nurture yourself, how to nurture yourself to growth and to thrive. So you too can, like her shine and, shine and feel the life force and all that, so you can grow spiritually, so you can grow as a human being, so you can grow as a person, nurture yourself. So with love, how to get love, for instance, but find out, listen and see, what do you need? Is it more time outside? Is it like the card before, by looking in books, taking courses, classes maybe? To nurture yourself by gaining more knowledge? To nurture yourself by connecting to nature, or cards, or meditation? How does it work best for you? What is it that will nurture you and your growth, and you as a person best at this time? You have the answers within you, and those answers that you can't find within you, you can ask for, and then just listen. Listen with your heart, your mind, your ears, your soul. Okay? So let's see. I will see what we have from the fairies before I get to answering, taking personal cards. And how many from the fairies? Also 2? Yes. Thank you. One here and one of those. This one. This is I cannot make it up. I have shuffled the cards, and we have the look in a book. It's one of them, and the other one came as a bonus card in the Danish reading. A personal question. Yes, you can, and I will get a coffee when I've done this. And we have, so this look in the book. So I get that it's important that some of you, well, you can find answers and inspiration in books, classes, courses. It's not maybe literally a physical book. It can be for some, including me. There's something calming sitting with this book, and it's easier for me to gain the information that the book holds when I sit with the actual physical book. But that's, to everyone it's your his or her own. And we have the magical gateway, and I feel that somehow this nurture card and magical gateway and the listen card are very much related. Of course, also with the look in the book, seek the knowledge that you search. Maybe some of the answers are in books, and connect them with what you find and listen when you read. What books are you drawn to? What classes, courses are you drawn to? Where can you find your knowledge? And the magical gateway card, yeah, Kita, you can write your answer and your question in the chat, and I will get to you. And the magical gateway card, it speaks very much about, okay, the energy of the week. Well, it's always the case, sort of, but right now, in this time, you're sort of at this sort of new beginning, or you are a place where the door has already begun to open, and you sense, feel, see, maybe hear, maybe that something's going on in there that draws you in some way. Maybe you're a little nervous to taking those steps and fully go on the other side. But it's okay, because it's safe. It's safe. It's all part of being able to the nurture and the listen and the development and the growth of you, and raising all the vibrations for you and stuff, and connecting to spirit, connecting to your soul and your inner self and your higher self. It's all about that. It's all about being supporting and taking the next step, maybe for some of you even to the next level, so to speak, in these more earth-like words. Yeah, I can take a card for the energy for that. Do you have a specific deck of a pair? I would think the Psychic Tarot of the Heart would be the best here, probably. So I will do that in a little while. These cards also ask you to trust, to take those steps. They are part of how you nurture yourself and how you grow, to taking those steps. So listen and see what direction, which door. If several doors are open, which one are the one to step through right now? Which one is the best one for me right here and right now? And then trust that. Okay, you can also, maybe you find it in a book. But yeah, the important thing here, this is 2 major arcana cards. So the important things here are to find ways to nurture yourself by listening to your intuition and watching out for different kind of signs in the ways that you see them. It can be in a book, you find the answer, or a class or course. It can also be that you find the answers by taking that step into something new, into something maybe only partly new, because the door has been open for a little while. So, okay. So we can use this, and Gita, I will get to you now. I will, yeah. Yeah, it is in a Psychic Tarot of the Heart. I'm going to take a sip of water. And after I've done you, I have a request from a couple of friends. They would like a card, so if they are not able to join me, I will pull a card for them anyway, and they can watch it afterwards. But first, the ones are with me here live, of course. So the feelings in this card, not just one more card. I'm going to get 2 cards for you, so let's see. Well, this is, I would say, if you're worried about something, you probably do not have to worry that much, and it will be a good thing to loosen up quite a bit in that worrying. And maybe this person has another way to show things, or maybe another rhythm of how to show things than you have. And then you, of course, also can use this card and listen better with other senses than the ears, and put the ego a bit aside and listen with your heart and ask your inner higher self, what is this about? But I get these 2 cards here, the strengthening card and the joy and stability. So this person, when he or she thinks of you, is probably thinking of something or someone that brings him or her joy. Feel some sort of joy and stability around you, connecting you with joy and stability. Also connecting you with someone that's able to strengthen bonds and stability and maybe new beginnings. So the cards and energies are saying there are the possibilities, a strong possibility, strengthening whatever bonds is between you. Maybe this is the first card in the suit, so maybe even just you know each other. You can strengthen your bonds by doing some joyful things together, doing things you both enjoy, and you know, and connect more that way. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Rough times is for everyone, unfortunately. And then, you know, if you come through them, you have been able to, yes, strengthen your bond. So I think it really looks like the cards are saying, okay, you are able to strengthen your bonds, but it you know, it's the first card. So it's sort of in some ways like beginning anew, you know. Set aside, you know, we have the joy and stability. So set aside the things that do not bring joy and do more things that bring you joy, that you can do together to sort of, you know, reconnect. Yeah, that's good. That's good that you're still communicating. So let's see. I'm going to bring in another deck for a card for what the challenge is for you to, not that what the problem is, it's not like that, but how to so if you had, yeah, I can explain when I get it. Just a minute. I have this extra deck just besides me. I have received yeah, a week ago. Okay, that's interesting. In a good way, don't worry. I have this card here. I will hide the title for now. With butterflies and feathers and, you know, rainbows. So sort of your job, the challenge is okay. So things can happen fast. That's a yeah. I'm Pisces. I think things can happen real fast sometimes. And with, if you're a lot up here in your head, it can sort of take you and go like woof, 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 and it can be difficult to take it back after it's out, you know. I have somewhat rogue Mercury that pull that trick on me sometimes. So yeah. But anyway, the cards, we have the possibility here, a great possibility for joy and stability. He still thinks of you as a stability and joy. It's not forgotten. It's still in there. And it's possible to strengthen the bonds, sort of in like a new beginning. But it's really important. And this is you getting the cards, okay? So it's really important that you open your eyes to see and find and remember the joy. Remember the joy and what, you know, and focus on the joy, because where you focus, the energy will go. So if you focus mostly on all the hard times, then the stability will be sort of more like it stays where it is, instead of it opens the option to further grow and strengthening bonds, you know, through the joy. You see? So this card is called Signs and Reminders. So it's important that you yeah, and the butterflies and so on. It's about, for you, it's important that you know, do the work, and in order to remember all the good times and focus on the joy and what makes you smile, and bring that into the conversation, to sort of, you know, help him remember it too, you know. But, you know, not trying to force it on him, but, you know, let it give the option and open for the option for it to evolve and strengthen, and the joy to come forward again. That's definitely an option. it's not like it's totally 100% for certain, but I would say there's a good chance if you focus on doing the transformation in yourself by focusing on the joy and seeing the signs when he actually also makes an effort. Okay, you might have sort of different love languages, and being aware of that can help a lot to see and hear each other's so to see and hear and meet each other's ways of communicating with love. Okay, some people, it's very important that they spend time together. That's sort of the most important thing. Some people, it's very important that they sort of give sort of gifts. That's the most important thing. And some people, the loving words and the supportive words are the most important. And and doing things for each other, like here I did the dishes for you. I took down the garbage and stuff, and that's signs of love. And then there's a fifth too. It can't come to mind right now, but this one was. But if it's too different, no, yeah, the physical contact, for instance. So for one, it can be, so if the hugs and the kisses and the holding hands are very important for one, and the gifts are very low down, and for the other person it's the opposite. It can be difficult to find, especially if you're not aware of it. If you're aware of it, you can meet each other that and give that to each other, so the other person not just knows with his or her mind, but also can feel that this is, so sort of focus on what brings joy and help remember that for yourself, and focus on that when you communicate and have in contact. And then the option for strengthening the bonds and feeling the joys once more, and sort of take it to a new level, is very good. It's a good chance for you to come through this, but it takes effort. It usually does. Okay, so I'm sorry, doesn't feel the connection. I don't know if it says it just to hurt you. I really don't. Um, but he can feel it, and just don't say it because there's something else. So I cannot say if it's time or it's not. Then I will have my tarot cards, the real tarot deck instead. Then I and made a real him, you, what's between you, and where it's going, and what to do if you for the chance to change it and stuff. And that would be just a bit too much right here and right now. But the energies are really good. They are. The possibility is there. Yeah, I can understand that. My advice to you, especially from these cards here, remember all the joy and find the stability in yourself, and then strengthen the bond. If he's not interested in strengthening the bond to you, then strengthen the bond to you and to the joy within yourself. If he's not interested, okay, then do that instead. And then if it's just something he said to hurt you, it can be. People do that sometimes, God forbid, I have done that too at some point. Like in raids, like, and then I've said things that I know hurt the most. So I don't know if that's the case. I don't know this guy. I can just say that if there's not the connection anymore, there is still this he has been looking like dude like this, like joy and stability. But maybe he's not into all that stability anymore. Maybe I don't know. There's a strength and bond and joy and stability. It's like it's there. But if he won't do it anymore, no matter what the energy is, if it's another place, then he's shifting this into something else. But this is when you ask, this is how he sees you. But you know, if the feelings are gone, or something else is lacking, or is just want to hurt you, and saying that, I totally understand you, and I really feel for you. So I think, no, not think with my mind, but it feels like this nurture card here. Take that to heart and nurture yourself. Find ways to nurture yourself. Okay, listen inwards and find ways to nurture yourself. I'm not saying push him away. It can be something he says to hurt you. It can also be that's where he is right now. But then this is still in him because you have had this connection, and he is not, you know, it's not gone yet. He can push it aside, and taking a choice maybe, or he can set this to hurt you. But either way, the transformation for the butterflies, and you can use the strengthening bonds and the joy's ability towards yourself. Find out what brings you joy. Listen inwards to how you can nurture yourself and strengthen the bonds to you, to the person you are. And then if it was just something he said to hurt you, then he will see that you are stable once more, and then he can see it, and then maybe he can go again. Okay, and if not, you can use it to heal yourself and transform yourself into a better place by listening inwards for how to nurture yourself best. And if it's true that he's lying to you, and if it's true that he's hurting you and finished with you, then it's really important that you nurture yourself. Then it's really important to nurture yourself. It's just if he, on the other hand, just said it to hurt you and want to come back, then it's real important that you find ways to change that and transform that pattern and strengthening bonds from the beginning, sort of clean the slate and start over. Okay, I hope it helps, and I will, after this, I will send some light, and then we will see. So let's see here, over here. I am now going to pull a card for my Australian friend's husband. So let's see which deck from him. This is, oh, that's from the Fairies. So let's see what he's going to get from the Fairies. I hope you can use it, really, Gita. I really hope it. It's, yeah. Sometimes people can be mean. And sometimes they are mean and hurtful because they are feeling hurt themselves. And sometimes they're just saying it because that's how it is. And it feels mean for the receptive, even though it's not sent out mean. And I don't know the situation exactly. I'm not there. I don't know him, so I don't know which it is. So, but nurture yourself, okay? So for my Australian friend's husband, he got the protection card. And it's much about, that's about being open to receive the protection of light and healing. Because there says here, if you're open to, you can be open to receive this protective ring of light. Instead of just, it's important at this moment, instead of being just open and take all in with all the antennas out. It's not about closing yourself in. It's about finding a way where you can be safe and open and connect while being protected. So saying yes to this protective circle of light, ring of light, bubble of light, cocoon of light, to help protect you in situations that can feel a little tense, in ways. That's what I get here. I also get something else that's not set in direction. I get that when I look at all these fairies here gathering around, I also get that connecting to other people and sort of making your own circle can also strengthen you as a person, and so, and strengthen all the ones you are connecting with. So you get to be more than the sum of each. Like when you put two and two together, it's normally four, but when you think in this ways, it's more than the four. It's the five and the six and maybe even more. It's more than the sum of the numbers when you put yourself, connect with intention to protect. So finding like-minded people and connecting, and that will further strengthen you and help you keep that bubble. You are not supposed to keep that yourself, but say yes to the protective bubble around you, so you can be as open as you like, without dragging in and connecting to all the things that feels like, whoa, that was no, I'm not doing this. So I hope this helps. And then I have one more request. Let's see the name. Christy, and she is going to get from the what's the name? The Psychic Tarot. Yep. I'm going to shuffle the cards, and after that, I'm going to say have a nice week. We have one here. Oh no, this one, yes. It's interesting. I just had it, but I put it in and shuffled, and it came out again. So, you, Gita, you got the Joy and Stability card. So, yeah. So finding things and remembering things and doing things that brings you joy and makes your heart smile will also at the same time, it works two-way around, but also at the same time get you to this feeling of stability and groundedness and connectedness at the same time, this sort of feeling centered, from up to down, down to up, the heart, feeling the joy in the heart. But also when you do things, that brings stability, it will also help you being able to feel joy more and open yourself more up to receiving the joy, and showing the world the joy, and sort of being and shining and radiating joy through your body and your energy field and out into the world. I hope this makes a little bit of sense. So that's it for today, because it's been a little over half an hour. I so much hope that the ones that are really looking at, you can take something from it. Then I will wishing you a lovely day and a lovely week. And remember to nurture yourself. Remember to nurture yourself. Then everything will feel so much more better for you and for your surroundings and for your loved ones. Bye for now. Have a lovely week. See you next time. Bye.